This broadcast is brought to you by Solution Ford in Chateauguay, proud to sponsor First Nations TV.
The chairperson and also mayor of Chateauguay, Natalie Simon, has decided and announced a few weeks ago that she was stepping down from the position of chair. So leadership change here in the MRC Roussillon.
Mr. Jean-Claude Boyer, mayor of Saint-Constant, was elected as new chair of the MRC Roussillon, replacing Natalie Simon, who has occupied the position for the last 6 years.
Monsieur Boyer, est-ce que vous acceptez la nomination? Alors, j'aimerais vous féliciter. Vous êtes élu préfet.
First Nations TV asked whether the change of political leadership at the MRC would impact their strategy regarding the land transfer file. Madame Simon believes that the lawsuit against the Quebec government pertaining to the Highway 30 lands does not represent an aggression to the Mohawk claim.
The voice of the prefect is only making sure that the voice of everybody around the council is heard. So we've only bringing the word that we all, the consensus that we have made. Right now, we've been in a process that is going on process about the land claims and with the decree. So we're still negotiating. We're still having meeting with the ministers and the government, and we are still working on that issue. And for now, we haven't changed what we have said before. The motion we made is not against Kahnawake claim, but it is for us to see at the interest of our citizens, and it's also against Quebec, who did not respect what he told us.
The new chair insists on the fact that everyone concerned about the land transfer file should sit around the same table, including the Mohawks. After covering the transfer of powers at the MRC on Wednesday, November 25th, FirstNationsTV.com met with Grand Chief of Kahnawake, Joe Norton, to get his reactions in regards to the wishes expressed by the MRC to have the Mohawks come to the negotiation table.
I'm wondering, what are they negotiating? What are they talking about? If we don't know, we don't understand what's happening there, then how are we expected to walk to and sit at the table? It's not at all enticing, inviting, or anything like that to work in that kind of environment. If there's a serious, I guess, approach, attitude to working with us, then you take away all the things that create the problems. One of them is the lawsuit. You take that away, then it opens up the opportunity to have a good round of discussions.
Joe Norton was curious to know why the municipalities were participating in discussions with the provincial government without the Mohawks knowing about it.
When they're talking to Moreau about Kahnawake issues, then Moreau has no business talking about that. Okay, he wants to talk to somebody, talk to us. Sit down with us and explain to us what's happening, but we haven't heard from him in a year or so, or the last time any of the dialogue went on, from what I understand, was before I was sitting in this chair as the Grand Chief. In a backhanded way, we got a letter from Moreau scolding me, for the position we had taken in terms of boycotting Chateauguay business, well, not just Chateauguay, but the MRC, boycotting them and claiming the land and beginning to do work on the actual land itself, which we did. And that's the only invitation that we had. A very backhanded, very harsh kind of way of saying, get back to the table or else, whatever that means. So other than that, that's been it. And I'm not about to go to a table where, I still have this lawsuit hanging over our heads. That's no way you do business,
Here is Norton's reaction to the MRC's claim that the lawsuit is not against the Mohawks, but against the Quebec government.
That's ridiculous. That's totally unfounded. I mean, first and foremost, it's not their land. Period. It's not their land. And we have always had our hand out to them saying, we will sit down with you and we will work out relationships. We will work out joint ventures, joint opportunities.
The Grand Chief believes that the municipalities are using the land transfer as a lever for their own municipal strategies.
This is a way of delaying and creating stalling tactics in order to negotiate what she has to do. And so do the others. We've talked to them periodically, you know, and what's come back to us is basically, you know, they're looking after their own, you know, and basically to hell with us.
Joe Norton was clear about the land transfer.
It's been proven, federal government has accepted, provincial government has accepted. The reality is the MRC doesn't want to accept it.
Asked about what message he had for the MRC, this is what Mr. Norton had to say.
We are going to be developing plans that may make the lawsuit irrelevant anyway. So they can hang on to that for the next 50 years if they want, while we're developing what we need to develop. That's what I have to say.
This is Sergio Pavone reporting for FirstNationsTV.com.